छाया आसमां देखो झूमता गगन है छाया आसमां देखो झूमता गगन
Hello, Counseling 1 students, and welcome to week 7 of the semester. Thank you for joining me. We're almost halfway through the semester. We're quickly approaching week 8. Our semester consists of 16 weeks, so thank you for joining me one more week. In this week's PowerPoint presentation, we start off the week with a TED Talk video from Dr. Allison Ledgerwood from UC Davis, and her research focuses on getting unstuck from negative thoughts. She starts off her TED Talk by sharing different scenarios. The first one that I want to point out is when she has group 1 and group 2. And this is in regards to a new medication. With group 1, she tells them that this medication has a 70% success rate. 70% success rate, the people are happy, they feel good about it. With group 2, essentially, she tells them that this new medication has a 30% failure rate. So the people not happy when you hear failure rate, 30%, wow, that's a lot of people. They don't like that. But if we compare group 1 to group 2, essentially they're the same. 70% success rate has a 30% failure rate. 30% failure rate with group 2 has a 70% success rate. So when she presents it just 70% success rate, people like it, they're happy. When she presents it as 30% failure rate, the people are not happy. Then she goes on to that 70% success rate in group 1 to tell them that there is a 30% failure rate. Those that were initially happy, then now they're like, wow, no, that seems like a lot of people. And with group 2, the people that had 30% failure rate, now she tells them, well, in reality, what this means is that we have a 70% success rate. And she realizes that because these people already had a negative perception, they were first given that information, 30% failure rate, now telling them, wow, this really means a 70% success rate, they get stuck in that negative and it doesn't change their mindset to wow, this is something really good. So the first group, they went from good to bad, and then the second group went to bad to bad. It stayed the same. Having new information didn't shift their mindset to saying, wow, okay, 30% failure rate equals 70% success rate. That's good, because their mind had already gotten stuck in that negative thought, that negative reality that this is 30% failure rate. So any new information that comes after that, it's really hard to transfer that information into positive information or to have a positive mindset about it. And then Dr. Allison goes on a little bit further into different examples, different case studies. This was not a one sample group case study and that's it, we draw conclusions from that. No, we see this in, she goes into the economic recession and the economic recovery, different examples. And she shares her own example, writing research articles for publication, how she might write several articles, so they get approved for publication, and then she writes one and it doesn't get approved, it gets denied, and then the following day she might get one that gets approved, but she has gotten stuck in that negative one, the one that she didn't get approved for, the one that got denied, that she's not able to see essentially all the blessings, all the wonderful things happening around her because she's stuck in that negative thinking, in that negative mindset that one didn't get approved. And we see this also with the glass, half full or half empty. Do you see it half full or half empty? And the perception that people will have of it is depending on how you describe it. So this is a reality. It's really hard for people to shift their mindset when something unexpected, negative happens to them, and then from that event later on to see all the wonderful things that have happened because they're stuck in that negative thinking. So what Dr. Allison offers us is that it takes work. We have to work on seeing the upside of situations, the upside of things. It really has to do with a shift in our mindset. We have to write down every day the things we are grateful for. We are grateful for our body, our home, our family, our siblings, our parents, because we have to make it a habit to write down things, the things you are grateful for, so that when negative things happen, that are outside your control, you don't get stuck in the negative. Oh, this happened to me today at work. I had a terrible day at work. And she shares that with an example of her own, how oftentimes as a researcher at UC Davis, she'll go home and share with her husband, oh my gosh, this bad thing happened at work and this, and I'm so stressed and everything. And then her husband has to be the one to say, wait a minute, what are some of the good things that happened to you today? And that's when her mind shifts and she starts remembering, wow, I had a lot of wonderful things happen to me today, a lot of wonderful blessings. Well, I had one student that came into my office hours and really shared how much he or she has learned in the class. And from there, it starts shifting her mindset to then, she feels happier about herself, more positive about the day and the things going on around her. So like I said last week, we have to surround ourselves with like-minded individuals, people who will uplift us, because when we get stuck in the negative thoughts, in the negative thinking, I got rejected, my research didn't get approved, I got a bad grade, you have to have someone say, whoa, stop right there. What are some of the things you are grateful for? What are some of the blessings in your life? And then when you start to think about them, wow, I feel blessed to have a loving husband. I feel blessed to have both of my parents still with me. I feel fortunate to have my siblings. I feel blessed to have my employment. I feel blessed that I haven't gotten sick from coronavirus. I feel blessed that the wildfires are now under control for the most part. When you start writing down and thinking about the blessings that have come your way, the silver linings, the positive things that have happened to you, then you are able to shift your mindset and get unstuck from the negative thoughts. And I think that's very important, not only for this semester, but as you continue your educational trajectory at Hartnell College and in general in your life. Think about it. Are you getting stuck in negative thoughts? And how can you get unstuck? Surrounding yourself with positive people who will uplift you and point out all the wonderful things that are happening in your life. Because if we focus on the negative things, it's very hard to get out of that. And I want to share this quote with you. I changed my thinking, it changed my life. If we are able to change our thoughts, then it can change our life. I have another quote, a bad attitude is like a flat tire. You can't go anywhere until you change it. And that's something that I really like those quotes, because I think they are true. If you have a flat tire, you can only go for a very short distance. Eventually you have to get it repaired. And the same thing with your attitude and your thoughts. If you're having negative thoughts, a negative attitude, you have to shift your attitude, you have to shift your thoughts to positive ones, so that you're able to live a more meaningful, positive, nurturing life. And if it's hard for you to do it, like we said, you have to practice, and it takes thousands of hours. Make sure you surround yourself with people that will bring out the best in you, that will highlight, you're very funny, you're very outgoing, you're a really good writer, you have a wonderful family, you have very caring parents. Whatever it is, you're a very good employee. We know we can count on you. You're very dependable. Make sure you have people that point that out to you. And if you don't, make sure you write them for yourself. Take some time every day to write 1, 2, 3 things that you are grateful for in that day. because I think that is very, very important. And that's why I like the reading for this week and the videos, the PowerPoint that accompany this week 7 of the semester, because as we're approaching halfway through the semester, maybe you're not getting the grades that you want, but don't get stuck in that negative thinking. Pull yourself out, talk to your instructors, surround yourself with like-minded individuals, point out what is going right now in your life so that you can shift your mindset. I also believe a lot in personal affirmations. I am meant to be here. I deserve to be here. There's no coincidence that you're here this semester at Hartnell College. You are meant to be here. And, part of you being successful is finding work-life balance. Just as you're a student, many of you have other responsibilities, being parents, caregivers, employees, a lot of responsibilities that you juggle. So make sure that in between all of the responsibilities that you have, that you're able to maintain work-life balance. And with that, I always emphasize the importance of taking care of yourself, taking care of your physical, emotional well-being, so that you can be the best version of yourself possible. And I want to point out the importance of committing to your goals and dreams. Every week we talk about, last week was the importance of your why. Why is it that you're setting your goals? This week is commitment. Commitment is an unbending intention to succeed. You have a goal. You want to achieve your associate degree, acquire a new skill set, learn a new language, whatever that may be for you, that you have this unbending commitment to succeed. After that, you have to develop a method. You program your brain to look for solutions. Okay, how am I going to achieve this goal? One step would be to develop an educational plan with an academic counselor. We are virtual, we are remote in remote teaching and learning, but counseling services are still available. Okay, I need to have a plan. I have my goal, I'm committed. My method is my plan to meet with a counselor and tell her I want to transfer here, or this is my goal, I want to become a welder. How do I achieve that? So your counselor can develop your educational plan, which is like your roadmap from beginning to end, so you're able to achieve your goal. Lastly is your motivation. This surges from your commitment to the purpose, to the why that you are here. You will have moments where you feel like, am I meant to be here? Is this really for me? But you have to go back to your commitment. That's why I encourage students to have a graduation photo, have a photo of your family. So when you're having those moments where you're like, oh my gosh, I'm losing my balance, is this really for me? You can go back to that and know that you are meant to be here. You are meant to be at Hartnell College. Next semester, spring semester 2021, will also be online. But you've already done this one semester, maybe even a little bit more if some of you were in high school when you had to transition online. So you've got this. You really believe in yourself that you're able to do this, you're capable. And if for whatever reason counselors, your instructors can be of assistance, please feel free to reach out to us. So I hope you find the information in this week very helpful, very useful, that you apply it and you apply it to your own life. Like I've said, this is not a course like a history, English, a typical course. This course is a lot on about self-reflection, and the more you're able to reflect on your own life, the more that you will get out of the course. So I hope that all of the teachings, the stories, the videos that I share with you, one, that you will watch them, but also that you will apply them to your own life. If you have any questions as we progress through the semester, always feel free to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help you answer any questions. Thank you so much for watching this video. As always, please like my video and subscribe to my channel. I am trying to grow my audience. I would really appreciate if you could join my channel and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you so much, and I will see you next week. Thank you.